First contact gone wrong. The stellar research vessel Prometheus drifted silently through the Carina sector, its quantum sensors prodding the depths of space. Dr. Elena Santos stood at the command center, her dark eyes fixed on the holographic display, showing an unusual energy signature. After decades of searching, humanity had finally found evidence of advanced alien civilization. Multiple vessels approaching, Doctor, announced Lieutenant James Chen, his fingers dancing across the neural interface. Configuration unknown. They're not matching any theoretical models we've developed. The alien ships emerged from fold space like liquid mercury, their hulls shifting and morphing as if alive. 7 vessels, each larger than the Prometheus, surrounded the human ship in perfect formation. Their message came through all frequencies simultaneously. Primitive species detected. Quarantine protocols initiated. Your existence threatens the balance of the Galactic Conquests. Elena's jaw tightened. Humanity had prepared for this possibility. First contact with a hostile advanced civilization. But the alien's dismissive tone sparked something deeper than fear. Open a channel, Lieutenant. You've made a serious miscalculation. Elena broadcast, her voice steady. We're not as primitive as you assume. Laughter echoed through the communication system, a sound somehow both beautiful and terrifying. Your vessel's energy signature barely registers above background radiation. Your propulsion system relies on crude particle acceleration. We've been watching your kind for centuries, waiting for you to either evolve or extinct yourselves. Elena smiled. Then you haven't been watching closely enough. With practiced precision, Elena activated the Prometheus's true systems. Beneath its mundane exterior, the ship housed humanity's greatest technological achievement, the quantum neural matrix. The alien sensors would detect nothing until it was too late. Your arrogance blinds you. The alien commander transmitted. Surrender now, and we'll ensure your species' containment is humane. Elena nodded to Lieutenant Chen. Execute Protocol Omega. The Prometheus's outer hull began to shimmer, quantum fields rippling across its surface. The seemingly primitive research vessel transformed before the alien sensors, revealing layers of technology that defied their understanding. Crystalline structures emerged from hidden compartments, each one amplifying the ship's quantum signature exponentially. Impossible. The alien commander's voice lost its patronizing tone. These energy patterns, they violate fundamental laws of physics. No, Elena corrected. They'd violate your understanding of those laws. Humanity learned long ago that the universe's true rules are far more complex than anyone imagined. We just chose to keep that knowledge to ourselves. The Prometheus's quantum fields expanded, creating a web of energy that encompassed the alien vessels. Their liquid metal hulls began to freeze in place, locked in a quantum stasis field that even their advanced technology couldn't comprehend. This is your only warning, Elena broadcast. Return to your Concordat. Tell them humanity is not to be underestimated. We've developed our technology in isolation, following paths your civilization never considered. The alien ships struggled against the quantum web, their morphing hulls straining against forces they'd never encountered. Finally, the commander spoke again, this time with a hint of respect. You've hidden your true nature well, humans, but this demonstration will only intensify the Concordat's interest in your species. We're counting on it, Elena replied as the quantum field dissipated, releasing the alien vessels. Consider this a preview of what happens when you threaten Earth. As the alien ships retreated into fold space, Elena turned to her crew. Send word to command. The Concordat took the bait. It's time to reveal the Hyperion, the hidden arsenal. Deep within Jupiter's atmosphere, humanity's greatest warship waited. The Hyperion was unlike anything the Concordat could imagine. A fusion of quantum technology and human consciousness, powered by the fundamental forces of reality itself. Admiral Marcus Wright stood in the Hyperion's neural chamber, his mind directly connected to the ship's quantum core. Around him, a crew of the Earth's finest prepared for the coming conflict. They had trained for years in secret, mastering technology that would seem like magic to most of humanity, let alone alien civilizations. The Prometheus's encounter was successful. Admiral, his XO, Commander Sarachen, reported. The Concordat reacted exactly as predicted. Their fleet is mobilizing. Marcus opened his eyes, quantum data streams flowing through his enhanced consciousness. How many ships? 300 vessels detected entering the outer solar system. Their weapons are powered down. They're trying to maintain the illusion of peaceful contact. Typical Concordat arrogance. Marcus smiled. They still think the Prometheus was our greatest achievement. Lieutenant Rivera, begin power-up sequence. It's time to show them what humanity has really been working on. The Hyperion's quantum core thrummed to life, its energy signature carefully contained within Jupiter's massive electromagnetic field. The ship was a masterpiece of human engineering. Its hull composed of programmable matter that could adapt to any attack, its weapons capable of manipulating the fabric of space-time itself. The Hyperion's crew worked in perfect synchronization, their neural links allowing them to operate as a single organism. Each member's consciousness contributed to the ship's quantum network, creating a level of control and precision that traditional interfaces could never achieve. Concordat fleet has entered Jupiter's orbit, Commander Chen reported. They're scanning the gas giant, but our quantum camouflage is holding. Marcus extended his consciousness through the ship's sensors, feeling the presence of the alien vessels. Their technology was impressive, but predictable. The Concordat had grown complacent in their superiority, never imagining that a primitive species could surpass them. All systems are ready, Admiral, Lieutenant Rivera announced. Quantum core is at full capacity. Programmable matter matrices are primed. Marcus took a deep breath, feeling the ship's power flow through his enhanced nervous system. Let's make our entrance memorable. Execute emergence protocol. The Hyperion rose from Jupiter's depths, its hull shifting and flowing like liquid starlight. The quantum fields containing its true power signature dropped, revealing an energy reading that caused the Concordat sensors to overload. The warship was nearly 3 kilometers long, its surface covered in crystalline structures that pulsed with otherworldly power. Battle of the Void. The Concordat fleet's reaction was immediate. Their liquid metal ships formed attack patterns, weapons charging as they prepared to face this unexpected threat. Their commander's transmission carried none of the previous arrogance. Unknown vessel, you have violated Concordat space. Surrender immediately or be destroyed. Marcus let them wait for a response, allowing the Hyperion's full capabilities to register on their sensors. The crystalline structures along the hull began to resonate, creating quantum harmonics that disrupted the very fabric of space around them. This is Admiral Marcus Wright of the Earth Defense Force, he finally transmitted. Your attempts to contain humanity end here. We've watched your Concordat for centuries, hiding our true progress while you played at being gods among the stars. The Concordat ships launched their first attack, a barrage of energy weapons that could shatter planets. The Hyperion's hull rippled, programmable matter absorbing and redirecting the energy through its quantum network. Not a single shot penetrated their defenses. Impossible. The Concordat commander's voice shook. No species at your development level could. You never understood what humanity is capable of. Marcus interrupted. We evolved under harsh conditions, forced to adapt and innovate constantly. While you relied on established technologies, we explored paths you never imagined. The Hyperion's crystalline structures pulsed with blinding light. Quantum fields extended outward, creating tears in spacetime itself. A third of the Concordat fleet found themselves pulled into microsecond time dilation fields, their weapons and communications frozen in temporal stasis. Target their command ship, Marcus ordered. Show them exactly what they're dealing with. The Hyperion's main weapon activated, not a conventional energy beam or projectile, but a concentrated stream of quantum probability manipulation. Where it struck the Concordat command ship, reality itself seemed to unravel. The vessel's liquid metal hull tried to adapt, but found itself fighting against the fundamental laws of physics. The Concordat command ship's hull buckled under the quantum assault, its advanced technology useless against weapons that rewrote probability itself. But rather than destroy the vessel, Marcus directed the beam with surgical precision, disabling its primary systems while leaving the command center intact. "Commander Chen, prepare for neural interface breach," Marcus ordered. "Let's see what the Concordat is really hiding." The Hyperion extended quantum tendrils toward the disabled command ship, bypassing its security systems through dimensions its designers never considered. Through his neural link, Marcus felt the alien computer systems yield to their intrusion. What they found changed everything. The truth emerges. "Admiral," Chen's voice was tense. "You need to see this." The data streaming through the quantum network revealed a truth more disturbing than anyone had anticipated. The Concordat wasn't just an alien federation. It was a puppet government, controlled by something far more ancient and terrifying. These energy signatures, Marcus studied the patterns flowing through his consciousness. They're identical to anomalies we detected in the Carina Nebula decades ago. The Concordat's databases told a story of ancient beings, entities that existed in quantum states beyond conventional matter. They had been manipulating spacefaring civilizations for millennia, using the Concordat as their enforcers to contain species that might threaten their dominion. "All ships, hold your fire," Marcus broadcast to both fleets. "Concordat vessels, your commanders have been deceived. The neural parasites controlling your leadership, we can detect them now." The alien commander's response was different, clearer, as if a veil had been lifted. "How? How did you know?" "Because we found our own parasites, centuries ago," Marcus revealed. "They tried to infiltrate Earth's leadership, but humanity's quantum research detected them. That's why we developed our technology in secret. We weren't hiding from the Concordat. We were preparing to free you from them." Through the neural interface, Marcus shared the historical data. Earth's first quantum experiments had revealed microscopic anomalies in human brain patterns, evidence of attempted manipulation by entities that existed in quantum states. Instead of submitting, humanity had turned this discovery into their greatest weapon. The Hyperion wasn't just a warship. It was humanity's answer to a threat they'd never publicly acknowledge. Its quantum technology could identify and neutralize the parasitic entities, freeing infected minds while preserving the host consciousness. "Your entire civilization has been manipulated," Commander Chen transmitted to the Concordat fleet. "The prejudice against primitive species, the enforced technological stagnation, all designed to prevent anyone from developing weapons that could threaten the parasites. We offer you a choice," Marcus continued. "The Hyperion carries a quantum purification field that can free your people, but we won't force it on you. Unlike the entities that have controlled you, we believe in free will." The silence that followed stretched across space. Through the quantum network, Marcus could sense the turmoil in the Concordat ships as their crews grappled with the truth. Centuries of manipulation and control, all revealed in a single moment of clarity. Finally, the alien commander spoke. "We accept your offer. But the entities, they won't allow this to happen without a fight." As if in response to his words, space itself began to distort. The quantum parasites, their existence threatened, emerged into conventional reality. They manifested as tears in space-time, their true forms defying organic comprehension. Humanity's triumph. The void between Jupiter's moons erupted with impossible energies as the quantum entities launched their assault. These were the true masters of the Concordat, beings that had orchestrated the suppression of countless civilizations across the galaxy. "All ships, execute quantum shielding protocols," Marcus commanded, sending the necessary data through the neural network to both human and Concordat vessels. "Their power comes from dimensional manipulation, but we've learned to fight in their domain." The Hyperion's crystalline structures pulsed with blinding intensity as it generated a quantum stability field, creating a bubble of protected space-time around the combined fleet. The entity's attacks, capable of unraveling reality itself, splashed against the shield like waves against a cliff. "Commander Chen, begin the purification sequence," Marcus ordered. "Lieutenant Rivera, reconfigure the probability cannon for wide dispersal." The entities pressed their attack, their very presence causing local physics to break down. But they had never faced a species that had spent centuries preparing specifically to fight them. The Hyperion's quantum core hummed as it channeled power through its probability-altering weapons. "Your time of manipulation ends today," Marcus broadcast on all frequencies, his words carrying through both conventional space and quantum dimensions. "Humanity doesn't just adapt. We evolve. We innovate. We overcome." The Hyperion's main weapon fired, not a beam this time, but an expanding sphere of quantum energy. Where it touched the entities, it forced them into a single quantum state, making them vulnerable to conventional attacks. The freed Concordat ships, their crews no longer under parasitic influence, joined the assault with weapons guided by centuries of advanced technological development. Through the neural interface, Marcus felt the entities' surprise and fear. They had never imagined that their carefully orchestrated system of control would be dismantled by a species they had dismissed as primitive. One by one, the quantum parasites were either destroyed or forced to flee to dimensions where they could no longer influence our reality. As the last entity vanished, the combined fleet of human and Concordat ships hung in space around Jupiter. The gas giant's swirling storms seemed to mirror the momentous changes that had just reshaped the galaxy's political landscape. "Admiral," the Concordat commander transmitted, "our civilization owes yours a debt we can never repay. We've spent centuries looking down on primitive species, never realizing we were the ones being held back." Marcus smiled. "The real work begins now. Together, we can help free other civilizations from the entity's influence. Humanity and the Concordat, working as equals to build something better than either of us could achieve alone." The Hyperion's quantum core pulsed one final time, sending a signal across the galaxy. It carried a message to any civilization that might be ready to break free from their hidden chains. Humanity had kept its greatest achievements secret, not out of fear or weakness, but to protect a weapon that could liberate the stars themselves. The age of quantum parasites was over. The age of true cooperation was about to begin. End.